Once in a lush jungle, there lived a mighty elephant named Gajraj. Gajraj was the biggest and strongest animal in the jungle. His tusks were sharp, and his trunk could uproot trees. He was proud of his strength and believed that small creatures were unimportant. One day, after taking a long bath in the river, Gajraj stomped through the jungle. Suddenly, he heard a tiny voice say,
"Watch out!"
Gajraj stopped and looked down. A tiny ant named Chintu stood in front of him.
"You almost stepped on our home."
Chintu pointed to a small anthill. Gajraj chuckled.
Oh, little ant, your house is so tiny. Do you really think it matters in this big jungle?
Chintu's tiny eyes shined with determination.
Size doesn't decide importance. Even the smallest creatures can do great things.
Gajraj laughed loudly.
Ha! What can a tiny ant like you do? I am the strongest animal here.
Chintu said nothing but walked away with a knowing smile. A few days later, a group of hunters entered the jungle with big nets and ropes. Gajraj was relaxing by the river when suddenly, bam! A large net fell over him.
What is happening?
He trumpeted in panic. He tried to move, but the net was too strong. The hunters tied ropes around his legs and started dragging him toward their camp. The jungle animals watched helplessly.
"Who will save Gajraj?"
They whispered. Chintu heard their worries. He quickly gathered his fellow ants and said,
"We must help. Today we will show our strength."
Hundreds of ants marched toward the hunters. Quietly, they climbed up their legs and into their clothes. Then,
Bite, bite, bite.
Ouch! What is happening?
one hunter yelled, scratching his arms.
Ah, ants! There are ants everywhere.
Another shouted, running in circles. The hunters panicked and ran away, forgetting all about Gajraj. The ants quickly chewed through the ropes that tied Gajraj's legs.
Snap.
Ropes broke, and Gajraj stood up, free again. Gajraj looked at the tiny ants in amazement.
You saved me, Chintu. I never thought someone so small could do something so great.
Chintu smiled.
Size doesn't matter, Gajraj. Courage, teamwork, and kindness do.
From that day on, Gajraj never underestimated small creatures again. The jungle lived in harmony, where everyone, big or small, was respected. Moral: no one is too small to make a big difference.